Don't know what just happened. Camera just shut off. Something there, don't I? Alright, well, let's continue going. This will be a part 2, I guess. I'm not editing videos yet. I don't know how to. So, you got the Viking coilovers. And up here where I can move around. I've got the sway arm link in the back. I believe that was from like Two Brothers or something. Seen a video about somebody on YouTube installing one. Seen that it didn't look too bad of a setup. Looked like I could possibly make it better. It came with shorter brackets here. It only came with 2, so you would have had one on this side, one on the other side. So I wanted more clearance here to get away from the coilover, and made it better by putting 2 on it. And then I took a rubber hose, like a radiator hose, put a worm clamp on it to help keep this from sliding back and forth so much, to help hold that in. It does not look like it worked out too well over here, but it's not going anywhere. Not today, not tomorrow. All this stuff in their instructions, it does say to TIG weld it. You can see my welds. They're not pretty, but they hold, and they're not TIGged. None of this stuff comes assembled. It's just this bracket, this pipe, that bracket, this sleeve, the plastic thing. You got these 2 little sleeves here that come separate. You've got to weld those all in. Your adjustment links here are a longer length. You've got to cut and weld all that stuff. So if you're going to buy one of these kits, make sure you have a welder handy and you know how to use it. Welds ain't got to look pretty, they just got to hold. Coilover brackets. Don't remember where I got those. They might have came with these brackets here. A lot of this stuff I got off of Summit, because they're a great place to go to. Like I said, been a while since I made a video. Still new to it. That's the truck. In case you was curious, it is up on the left. I wasn't showing you just some random vehicle. It's a great looking truck. Full shot of it. The front wheels are also off of a Ford Ranger. That could be why my wobble or moving back and forth is messing up my steering. They don't exactly fit properly. I had to take a die grinder on the inside diameter to make the center fit over the hub rotor, whatever you want to call it. But as we're looking at things, the whole camera ordeal is just wobbly. So all the steering off of 96 Dakota. I found a V6 model. Don't matter because the rack and pinion, the ball joints, all your steering stuff is the same stuff. Doesn't matter whether you got a V6 or V8. I'd imagine even if you found one with a 4-cylinder, early 90s model. The control arms down here are still the factory Ram 50 control arms. I've got the aftermarket, obviously, because having a shock, it's possibly 30 years old or whatever. Isn't going to be any good. I did buy new coil springs. So as far as the lower control arm, like I said, that is still the stock factory Ram 50 piece. I did drill out or cut out the, I better double check that before I say too much. I believe I cut it out, drilled it out, whatever it was. I can't find my light. Oh, it's right here. Still attached to the truck. Hit my head on everything. So yeah, yep, that's what I thought. So right here, lower control arm, everything's stock except for the ball joint. The Dakota took a different ball joint. So to make sure the taper and everything was right for the steering knuckle, I went ahead and reused the same one from the Dakota. And then it's a piece of 2-inch DOM pipe. I took and cut out where the original ball joint was and welded in a piece of that 2-inch DOM tube. The ball joint presses in kind of tight, but it does fit. Same thing for up top. I got this set up from Summit SPC Racing or SPC whatever's. The upper control arm setup. The bushings right here inside of this piece here did not fit this rod. They were a little bit small, so I did have to drill those out to make them fit. And then I bought the shortest extension, whatever these pieces may be called, and then I ended up having to cut those down, shorten them up. I shortened them up so much that the threaded portion here and threaded portion here, I did have to chop a little bit off the ends of those to make sure I got it in far enough. They also didn't have any, the top ball joint is also 96 Dodge Dakota. It is a thread-in ball joint, same thing as the Dodge Viper, 90s models, Vipers at least, or late 90s, whatever you want to call them, first, second gens. Same thing, 2-inch DOM tube, welded it in, set the angle a little bit, forget which direction, that way it would be somewhat, the ball joint itself would be somewhat straight when sitting at right height. Same thing on the front half of that upper control arm. That goofy washer there on top, right here, that's me, I added that. Same thing back here on the back, it's got a goofy washer there, but it works. That's all that matters. In trying to get something to work in a vehicle that has absolutely no aftermarket support, as long as it works, that's all that matters. So, that is my steering in a nutshell. You might think I'm a nut, but that's what it is. The steering works. I've driven it down the road 20-30 miles. I've taken it to the track. I got 3 runs in. My 3rd run the transmission broke. It is the NV3500. I do have it fixed. It is on the lift right now. I just took it for another ride, and that's why I had to start her back out, because I had to take that all out to remove the transmission. The little wire on the starter would not come off. The whole stud was turning. So, ended up getting bad starter. Luckily, it still had a warranty on it. I put a brand new one on there because why not? build a vehicle, you want new parts on it. That way you don't have to work on it again in the future, hopefully. And then pulled transmission out, starter. Had that bad situation there. But got the new transmission back in the shift finger. If you guys want to see it, I'll just add to the video instead of making a whole separate video about it. If the transmission does have to come back out, I will make a video on it. Maybe not necessarily the removal, but taking it apart. So right here, shift finger, this part inside transmission. If you're messing with an NV3500 or similar, the newer models, there's a spring and little detent rod that goes in here. You can actually just leave that out. Don't need it. But it broke it right off. And this is the new one. So when I went out and ordered it, I went ahead and ordered two just in case it happens again. That way I don't have to worry about waiting on parts. And I can just get it fixed. Plan on racing again this Friday. As long as I make it up there. There's a test and tune Friday afternoon. And then the next one isn't until late next month. They've got one on Saturday, an all-day test and tune. So plan on making more videos this year. I've been busy with all kinds of other stuff. And just been tied up with everything. Life happens. I'm not going to come on here and throw a big fit about life. So that's it. Hope the steering answered any questions on that part for you guys, gals, whoever may be watching. But until next time, I'll bring you some more videos soon. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you later.